Ever since my original ancestors were stolen and taken to that country, the country's been a prison. We say that we're their wildest dreams, but their wildest dream would have been to leave that place. But they couldn't because it was prison. So they stayed. They had families. Those families were separated. They were brutalized. They were unalived. They had to work for free because the prison wouldn't let them go. Eventually enslavement ended, but the prison didn't stop operations. It just evolved. Black codes, Jim Crow, redlining, segregation, mass incarceration. They built actual prisons inside the prison. And they focused on us to fill those prisons again because the charter of the prison allowed them to do that. As long as we're designated as criminals, we could still continue that system. And so the prison continued to operate. Somewhere around 1950 to 1970, the gates of the prison opened. A lot of us just didn't have access to it. By then we had stayed, we had put down roots, we had family. Some of us were 5th, 6th generation inmate. That was the only home we had, but it never stopped being a prison. They could always come in, they could always toss your cell, they could always take from you, rob you of your potential, make life difficult for you at every turn. We did what we could within the confines of that prison. We created cultures, we had families. We even made improvements in the prison. They got macaroni in the shower hall, better books in the library. We actually did do some things that were good, but it was always in that context. It's always inside the walls of that prison. And some of us want to rehabilitate the prison. I don't know if that's possible, but I respect the effort. Everyone can't leave. Some people are institutionalized, they got too many years, they just don't have the means to get out, and I understand that. It's similar to a nurse that's changing soil linens. Not everyone can do that job or wants to, but I'm thankful that they do it. So I'm thankful for the people who want to rehabilitate the prison, to make it better for the people that are in there that can't get out. I respect it. But that important work doesn't mean everyone else should stay. And the thing is, we weren't the only people in there. Other people were in there too. Poor whites, y'all were in there too with us. They just gave y'all more yard time. They didn't bother you as much. They put you in charge of some things like the library or the kitchen. And you were fine with it because you thought that at least we're not them. At least we're not that bad off. We could deal with this. Latinos, welcome. Some of you are just learning that you're in the prison. All immigrants. The top bunk is open. Women, LGBTQ, we all in here together. Now I left the country for lots of reasons. One of those reasons was I couldn't bear the thought that the gates of my ancestors' prison was open and I chose to sit in my cell because it was comfortable. We made our individual cells comfortable, put some pictures up on the wall, organize our stuff, we invite people over, play cards. We made a life for ourselves. With the comfortable life that I created, with the family that I had, all of us have been born there, lived there, died there. None of those were reason enough for me to not walk out the gates of my ancestors' prison. Even though I left, I'm still in the system. Tax time, passport renewal, I still got to check in, I'm just paroled. My day-to-day is a little bit different, but I'm not separated. We're all in here. Until we recognize that we're all in the same lockup, none of us will be free. Until we accept that and decide what we're gonna do about our wealthy wardens.